It's been a painful 2 weeks. I think some of the ways to think about why we're near an end is inflation expectations have way overshot to the upside. 1 year forward inflation is at 4.5%. It's where it was in October 2022, March 23, October 2023. So at the peak pessimism.
That's one thing.
Yeah, short interest has soared. Like 1 week, Goldman shows 1 week short interest in ETFs rose by the most since 2022. Median short interest in stocks is at basically a 3-year high. We're really oversold. If you look at internal measures like the percentage of stocks over their 20-day moving average, it's down to 8%. Again, a turning point. And now we just need a positive catalyst. I think as long as inflation tracks better than expected, I think we're in a good position to rally.
You look at different things in Katie Stockton, obviously. She said that there has been some damage, therefore she thinks there's maybe some more work. Not a whole lot more work, but maybe some more. Do you look at that? Has there been some damage, or do you see all positive indicators as far as maybe we're getting close to the end of the beginning of the end, end of the beginning?
Yeah, I think probabilities probably is what she's looking at, and I think there has been a lot of damage to the markets, but there are ways to look at why things could be turning. Mark Newton, our head of technical strategy, says the cycle turn date he was looking for is April 20th, and that's
420.
Yeah, 420.
Perfect.
And if you look at things like the DeMark count, we're at almost a 7, so we're only 1 or 2 days from a potential bottom or turning point.
And we're oversold. We actually got oversold really quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, they say bull markets rise in an escalator, fall in an elevator. So it's what you'd expect in a rising trend is sharp corrections, and it shakes people out. And I think there's a lot of top callers, but to me, I think this is a good opportunity.
So also the day before 420, did you know 420-24 is frontwards and backwards?
Oh, it's a palindrome
It certainly is. But the day before was the halving. And what does that mean to you for your Bitcoin
it's a reminder of the sound money of Bitcoin, right? Because it's pre-programmed every 210,000 blocks to cut the block reward. We know it means you're cutting supply, but demand has been strong, and actually Bitcoin network usage has really been strong because of things like the Bruin protocol. So you've kind of made the demand side stronger and the supply side smaller, so I think it's upward pressure on price.
So you always have crazy forecasts. What's your forecast now? And I'm doing something while you're doing it.
Yeah,
What's your forecast?
well, I think Bitcoin definitely makes new all-time highs this year, so we think something like 150,000 is probable this year. And then longer term, I don't think there's anything wrong with those targets people have, like 500,000 for Bitcoin or much higher.
Let's start with this theme of millennials. I mean, here's the basic idea. You have to keep in mind that the economy is run by people aged 20 to 40. They're the cohort, the age group, no matter what year you pick. When you could go to 1910 to today, and that 20-year age segment is the largest source of incremental spending growth. So today, the person that's exactly the median age of a millennial is Justin Bieber. And if you are close in age to these other two folks, whether it's Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Hanks, that tells you what generation you are in. You're a baby boomer or Gen X or millennial. And why am I talking about this? Well, you may not appreciate that you've got to think about how millennials are spending and their behaviors, because there's very important investment themes that are generated by each demographic cohort. Should we be enthusiastic about millennials? Well, here are some of the blue chip companies today in the S&P: Apple, Oracle, Cisco, UnitedHealth, Bloomberg's private, Blackstone, Home Depot, Costco. And what you notice here is that they were all founded by folks when they were in their 30s. The next generation of mega cap stocks and the next major FANGs and Mag 7s are going to be created by people in their 30s today. And 20 years from now, we're going to see the outcome. So I guess the point I'm trying to make here is, if you're a baby boomer or a Gen X and you think there's no new innovation, I understand why you might feel that way, but actually history would say that that's not the case, that in the next 20 years, there are going to be many, many new companies created.